Klinefelter syndrome is a genetic condition, but it is not inherited from your parents. It usually happens randomly during meiosis, a type of cell division which produces egg cells in females and sperm cells in males, the reproductive cells. Because of an error in this process called non-disjunction, an egg or a sperm cell, called a gamete, can have an extra copy of an X chromosome. This means that when it meets a normal egg or sperm cell, X or Y, the embryo produced, which will go on to develop into the baby, will have one extra copy of the X chromosome in each of their body cells. This is known as a sex chromosome trisomy. There are 3 sex chromosomes in the body cells instead of 2. The non-disjunction leading to XXY can occur in either anaphase 1 or 2 of oogenesis, the division of egg cells, or anaphase 1 of spermatogenesis, the division of sperm cells. Normally, in anaphase 1 of meiotic division, the pair of homologous chromosomes would separate and start moving toward opposite poles of the cell as a result of the action of the spindle. However, if non-disjunction were to occur, the pair of homologous chromosomes would not separate and instead travel together to one end of a pole. As mentioned, this can also occur in anaphase 2 of oogenesis. Frankly, the same thing occurs as in anaphase 1, though in anaphase 2, it is the sister chromatids that fail to separate, and thus a pair travels together to one end of the same pole.
This affects the individual in different ways, such as the individual having a shortage of testosterone, which can lead to delayed or incomplete puberty, breast enlargement, reduced facial and body hair, and an inability to have biological children, infertility. Klinefelter syndrome affects approximately every 1 in 500 to 1,000 newborn males. Variants of Klinefelter syndrome are much less common, occurring in 1 in 50,000 or fewer newborns. However, researchers believe Klinefelter syndrome is underdiagnosed because it is difficult to identify in people with mild signs and symptoms.
Treatment for Klinefelter syndrome may include testosterone replacement therapy. Basically, males with Klinefelter syndrome don't produce enough of the male hormone testosterone, and this can have a lifelong effects. Starting at the time of usual onset of puberty, testosterone replacement can help treat or prevent a number of problems. Breast tissue removal. Breast tissue removal in males who develop enlarged breasts, excess breast tissue, can be removed by a plastic surgeon, leaving a more normal-looking chest. Speech and physical therapy. These treatments can help boys with Klinefelter syndrome overcome problems with speech, language, and muscle weakness. How to test if you have Klinefelter syndrome. Blood or urine samples can reveal abnormal hormone levels that are a sign of Klinefelter syndrome. The doctor may take samples to be evaluated in the lab.